Peacock may have one of the best shows you may have never heard of. One of Us is Lying, Season 2. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by CritiX.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here to talk to you guys about another project that's out, or about to come out, actually, October 20th. And that is this little TV series, mystery series, based on a best-selling novel titled One of Us is Lying. Now, this thing stars a whole slew of young actors who you may or may not have seen throughout the years. And I got to be quite honest with you guys. When I first saw the marketing for this thing popping up all over the place, there weren't many faces that were recognizable up at first. But I do remember seeing the title card and knew it was something scandalous. But I slept on it. I'm not gonna lie. I slept on it. I passed. I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Something about the marketing was appealing, but I didn't know what it was about. And I never took the chance to press play, but something about the marketing, the logo, it grabbed me. It grabbed my attention to the point where it's stuck there. And I was like, I'll get to it someday on Peacock. Then I was given an opportunity to meet the cast, interview the cast. So I figured the best thing to do would be prep for this. Let's you know what? It's coming across my desk. Let's take a look. And I watched. Holy shit. What? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm a huge fan of the murder mystery. I'm a huge fan of, who done it. We got to figure it out. Long drawn out, witty, smart. Damn, I thought I knew, but I didn't know. Who's behind this type of things? And this TV series delivers all of that and then some. I want to compare this to the first season, at least. Feels a little bit like The Breakfast Club meets How to Get Away with Murder. And if you guys have not watched this series, I highly recommend that you do, at least start it, because now we're going to get into season 2, which drops on Peacock October 20th, for those of you who don't know. The series stars a few people who you may know. I'm trying to remember some of these names because it's a big cast. Let's see. Melissa Calazzo, who's very standout in this, plays a younger sister of the lead star, which is Moraine Tejeda, and she is phenomenal in this as well. She plays Bronwyn, and her little sister, played by Melissa, is Maeve. There's two recognizable faces from Cobra Kai who you may know. That's Barrett Conahan. And that's the gentleman who plays young Kreese, who you guys might know. And then there's Annalisa Cochran. And she, I can't remember what her name is in Cobra Kai, but she plays the rich, snobby best friend who hasn't been in the show for quite some time. She's not in this season that just passed, but she was in the season prior, very briefly. Anyhow, this thing picks up. Let's talk about, what I thought about this series, because this thing picks up immediately at the end of season 1. So all of you out there who are fans of this, who have watched this, you will be happy to know that this thing starts right where it ended in season 1. There's possible spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but there's a situation with a new antagonist by the name of Simon Says, and we get that at the end of season 1, and then the ride just gets crazier from there. This thing gets, it follows the same characters. more questions, more secrets, more lies, of course, between the Murder Club is what they call them, the Murder Club of Bayview, and first season they're accused of murder, a murder that they may or may not have committed. Some of them, no, maybe some of them, maybe not all of them. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it. And then we get into season 2 where something happens at the end of season 1 where they all have to come together once again to kind of protect themselves from something wrong that has happened. But maybe or maybe not, someone has followed them, and so let's get into season 2. Season 2 follows the same group of kids from season 1, picks up right where season 1 left off. So for those of you who remember season 1 and how it ended, when they all received a text message from a new antagonist by the name of Simon Says, yeah, this thing gets kind of out of control as season 2 goes. It's still 8 episodes, just like the first one. There's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of lies, a lot of deception between the group and people around them. It's the same formula. If you really enjoyed the first season, you're going to enjoy the second season, because I guarantee you, by the time you get to the end of it, you are not going to have any idea who is behind all of this. But I will say this without giving away anything. Everything you thought you may have known in season 1, season 2 takes all of that and just, because there are things that you may have missed, or things that we didn't see, or maybe things that we just weren't paying attention to, that get revealed in season 2. Listen, the writers on this, they're on point. They're doing their thing. Like I said, this is How to Get Away with Murder in high school. The way that series was written, if you watched How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis, this series is in vein of that. And I had the opportunity to talk with the executive producer, the creator of the show, and I brought that up. I said, hey, this thing is giving me How to Get Away with Murder vibes, and it's exactly what she was going for with this, and it pays off. Season 3 doesn't skip a beat. It doesn't skip a beat at all. You're getting a continuous story, and these kids' lives are, they're spiraling out of control because of this one little lie that they band together to keep at the end of season 1. And you get, what I do love about this season though is you get a lot of fleshed out backstory about a lot of the characters, particularly Janae's character. I forget who plays her. I don't want to mess up the name. Jessica McLeod. Her character Janae, you get some backstory about her family, where she comes from. Cooper, the black gentleman. Again, the names, I'm horrible with them. I don't want to try it. But his character, which was one of my favorite standout characters in season 1, very fleshed out. You get a lot more of his family dynamic. There was, however, someone missing, and I don't want to bring that up, but if you saw season 1 and then you see season 2, you'll know what I mean by the time you get to the end of it. Somebody was missing, but I love what they did with his character. He has the most stakes, I feel like, in this series, and he has the best relationships with people in his circle outside of the Murder Club. I think that they write him very, very well, so you get a lot more of him. You get a little bit more of the Maeve, Janae situation, and Maeve may be my favorite character to hate, but also my favorite character. I haven't decided yet. She's hit or miss with me, but I don't know. She scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. In the way that all this goes down in this season, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But she is like my favorite yet to love. I mean, my favorite to hate, but also my favorite character in some senses. Annalise, who plays Addie, is phenomenal this season. I remember them talking to me and kind of giving praises to giving a lot of praises to Sarah Thompson's character Vanessa, saying that she flexes a lot in this, and she does. She takes the front and center for a lot of the season. But I am giving my hat off to Annalisa's character, her portrayal of Addie. I think she's the MVP of this season. She is going in and coming out with a lot of emotions, carrying a lot of stuff over from season one. I think she is probably one of the best actors on this series. And yeah, she to me was the standout character in this. But they all get a little bit of time to shine. They all get, they all do their thing in this thing. But for me, my three standouts are Maeve, Cooper, and Addie in this season. And I'll give a little bit to Janae. She dealt with a lot this season too, but those first three, hands down, are the heart and soul of this season. And I really can't wait for you all to check this out. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out, especially if you're into the murder mystery genre. I think this would be right up your alley. It is, and it's not like it's not PG. There's F-bombs. There's it's a pretty solid and well-written series, and I'm just surprised that a lot more people aren't talking about it. But then again, it could have been, the marketing, or people just Peacock struggling sometimes, But I think that this is a decent watch, especially if you're into the murder mystery, or even the teen movie murder mystery kind of thing, because it's very well written. Yeah, guys, that's a little bit of One of Us is Lying season 2. I don't want to give away too much because there is a lot to unpack, and there are a lot of spins, a lot of secrets and surprises in the season. Overall, what did I think of the series or the season? I wanted to get out of its bubble, if that makes any sense. Like I what I mean by the bubble of characters, I wanted to get out of its bubble of characters, because if we keep going this way, things might get a little predictable. There's no context to that, so I guess you guys won't understand what I'm saying, because there are some new characters introduced in this season, but for the most part, I don't want to give away too much. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the season. I watched it all in one sitting. 8 episodes, about an hour each. Yeah, let me know. Are you guys hip to this? Do you watch One of Us is Lying? Are you interested? Is this review piquing your interest at all? Let me know. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And of course, for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, and my full written review of this series, check out wearecritics.com. And I'll also have interviews with the cast. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.